Hello, welcome back to 321 Adam. I'm your host Adam, and in today's episode we're going to get into another movie review here. And we're talking about a little less popular of a film here, more of a type indie type movie. So for you guys that have kind of been sick of hearing me talk about some mainstream type movies like Star Wars and Rocky, movies like that, we're going to talk about today. We're talking about a lower end. I don't want to get it too low end, guys. It's called Ride the Eagle. Yeah, sounds pretty generic, boring. The movie stars, I don't even know his real name. Alright, I know his real name. His name is Jake Johnson, okay? Jake Johnson, of course, known for a lot of smaller roles. Probably best known for being Nick Miller in the TV show New Girl. Also, some other notable movies Jake Johnson was in. Drinking Buddies. That was a more popular movie. And there was this other one, I think it's called Safety Not Guaranteed. Kind of lost me there. Got a little alien-like. And the little extraterrestrial movies, that loses me because I get the little... But Ride the Eagle we're going to talk about today. Ride the Eagle, relatively newer film. I think it's in the last couple of years. This movie kind of ultimately starts off with him being a typical, lazy, doesn't really care type attitude. And that's the type of character that this actor, Jake Johnson, has always kind of played. And like Nick Miller, for instance. Jake Johnson, in this film, he looks like he's in this little shed. Looks like someone said, hey, you need to sleep somewhere? Sleep in my little shed out back. I bought it for a couple grand, put some rocks on the bottom, threw a room AC in there and you're good to go. So what that means, room AC, we're talking, then it must be warmer climate. But then he's in the woods and it's cold climate, and honestly, I never really got where this film was supposed to be located. So I don't know if they mentioned it and I just wasn't paying attention or they never mentioned it. But in this film, this main character, which again, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't catch the name. It didn't really grab me. It was kind of slow, not really super, super interesting, but it kept me on the couch and it kept me kind of paying attention. One of those movies where I tell people, I have it on, I'm doing something, and I'm kind of watching it. I'm not plastered on the couch with a bowl of popcorn watching. I'm doing other things and I'm watching it. And I can tell you what it's about. He's about this guy, he's in a band, and he gets this weird woman going, yo, what's going on? Your mom's died! And I'm thinking, your mom died. That's the way you tell this guy, your mom died, and he's all frazzled, like any young man will be. We find out that they weren't really close, and that she's giving him her log cabin, but with stipulations. He has to fill out this to-do list, mandatory to-do list to get the cabin, or the cabin gets sold for profit, for charity. So he reluctantly goes to the cabin, he does the to-do list, he gets harassed by some creepy guy calling him all these inappropriate names, and then his dog goes missing. His dog is like his best friend. He has nobody else. So he's doing all these weird things. One of the things on the list was to call it the one that got away, which to me means the one over. So here he is. He's calling this girl, and she's like leading him on, but then pulling back and leading him on, pulling him back, kind of like a typical woman. So the thing that's funny about it is he's doing all these things. He's trying to get with this woman to sleep with her. But he keeps doing the things, and the guy's being harassed, and then all of a sudden, his whole world blows up. His manager calls him, who's a total dickwad, and he goes, yeah, you just got kicked out of your band. And you're like, yo, that sucks. And then he gets another call, yo, you can't sleep in my shed no more. Well, that sucks. Well, you got the cabin. Just finish the list, and you got the cabin. Then this old geezer, who looks like James Jomason, he comes... And he's like, yo, shitbag, blah, 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 what are you doing now? I'm going to beat the crap out of you. Why are you stealing my woman? And apparently this old man, Jake Jomason's woman, is Jake Johnson's mother. So then, just like that, they're best friends. Day later, found your dog. In other words, he had the dog and he was just being a dickwad. And that's the movie. He finishes the to-do list. He gets this nice little letter that his mom leaves him, and there's Jake Johnson driving off in the sunset, going after the girl. And that's the movie. That's Ride the Eagle. Now, what I was a little disappointed was, there wasn't a single eagle in this movie. There was a dog. Ride the dog. Or how about, don't be a douchebag. Or, you know, petty tasks to change your life. I'm not saying I'm good at coming up with names, don't get me wrong, but this movie kind of was, I don't know. It was interesting, but yet it was boring. It was a weird combination type movie. If I had to rate this movie though, 10 being the best, so 10 being Creed 2, and 0 being not watchable, and then just so you know, 5 is like a movie that I got through but didn't really like, so Rise of Skywalker, everybody, that's where that one is. This one is right there with Rise of Skywalker. Probably a good 5, 4, 3, in that range, 3 to 5, but let's be honest, it's a 5. Okay? 5 out of 10, an average movie. I got through it. I didn't really love it. Didn't really say enjoy it. It's not a second watch. It's not a movie that I'm going to recommend to you guys. It's a movie to watch when you're bored and have nothing to do and there's nothing else you can find on Hulu or Netflix or Disney Plus or HBO Max or Showtime or Disney Plus. Did I mention that one yet? Or whatever. TNT, Bazillion, whatever the hell we're going with these streaming apps nowadays. Discovery divided by. I can't keep up with these streaming apps, guys. And so, yeah, 5 out of 10. Okay watch. I got through it. If you like Jake Johnson, you'll like the movie. So that's, if you're a Jake Johnson fan, you'll like the movie because it's just Jake Johnson acting like Nick Miller the whole movie. And you know what? That's a pleasurable movie to watch in the grand scheme of things, because when I put a movie on of a guy I don't know and a guy I don't really care about, I would never even watch the movie. You can name them. You can name that movie Ride the Nickel, and I still probably wouldn't watch it because it didn't have Jake Johnson in it. So thanks for watching today's episode. If you liked the video, like, subscribe for future content, and I will see you next time on 3, 2, 1, Adam.